inbounds, and Gus Johnson almost lost his mind.
Mendoza in trouble. It's out.
A part of second straight 10-win seasons for the Hoosiers. Just their third all-time win against Penn State. Now we're hanging with Mr. Cooper after the dub.
Definitely got to be first. The Michigan one is up there, the way that I backflipped and landed on my head. But the fact that I was able to control my body and get a foot in bounds and also catch the ball and score, that's just definitely got to be my favorite play of my career so far.
That game was awesome. What about number 4, Bama? Kalen DeBoer has not lost at home in Tuscaloosa since he was anointed the head coach. They are hosting LSU and Frank Wilson. His first game is interim after Brian Kelly was fired. Ty Simpson to Lazier Brooks, 53 yards. Ball's on the carpet. No, it's not. Elbow is down. He is down. Alabama in the red zone, the crimson zone. Very next play sets up this. Simpson to Ryan Williams. Got it. First receiving score actually for Williams since October 4th. That right there, his 4th touchdown of the year. Alabama up 17-3 at halftime. They had 344 yards of total offense, only 56 on the ground, and that's about the loss. Garrett Nussmeier took on that sack, and then, yeah, he was taking an earful from Wilson on the sidelines. Nuss, 121 passing yards. That's a career low, and that led to this. A spot on the sideline while Michael Van Buren Jr. comes in at quarterback, but it was more of the same. Bama sacked LSU's quarterback, whoever it was, 3 times on the game. LSU only manufactured 232 yards of total offense, 4 minutes to play. That defense, man, pesky. LSU started the season 4-0. They have since lost 4 of their last 5. Bama hasn't lost since August.
All right, I got to show you this defense of Texas A&M. 3rd ranked. They're taking on a true freshman. That's Matt Zollers making his first career start. First true freshman to start for Mizzou in a decade. Drew Lock was the last one. Zollers completing to the wrong team. Dalton Brooks straight to him. Fumble in the air. Brooks was here. As for Zollers, 7 for 22, 77 yards. That's tied for the lowest Mizzou completion percentage in the last 20 seasons. Missouri has lost 6 straight ranked matchups. They were going to lose this one. They couldn't stop the rush. E.J. Smith is in. It's 14-0 Aggies. They ran for 243 yards as a team. They can also throw it just a little bit. Marcel Reed to Casey Concepcion. Gosh. Yes, I mean, they got a hand on. They got a hand on the jersey.
Yeah.
But, you know, they wouldn't have counted as a tackle in two-hand touch. Reed, 221 through the air, 2 passing scores. And then Reuben Owens II had his 2nd rushing score of the day untouched. He goes, when I scored my first touchdown, I was like, okay, there's still a lot of people here. When I scored my 2nd, I looked up and was like, there's nobody here but our fans. A&M, 38-17. They're 9-0 for the first time since 1992.
More ranked v. ranked. Number 9, Oregon, 4.5-point favorites in a wet and cold Iowa. But that's where Ducks flourish. When it's wet and it's cold, it's the wet feet. Mark Gronowski to DJ Vanami, 40-yard pickup. Iowa first down, and Randy, you were impressed that they have since discovered the forward pass.
Yes.
Down there, sure.
Took a little bit.
2 minutes to go. Hey, tried and true. 4th and goal. Gronowski, 9th straight game with a rushing score. He has 12 on the season total. And the Hawkeyes have a 16-15 lead over these Ducks, who a lot of people were saying were on upset alert in this game yesterday at Kinnick. 2-point conversion, good, except it wasn't. That would have given them a 3-point lead, and that is clutch. Instead, 2 feet out. You know who saw this comeback from Dante Moore about to happen? Patrick Mahomes, guest picker.
It's going to be an ugly football game. Iowa's going to make it ugly. It's going to be a defensive football game. But Dante Moore might be my favorite quarterback to watch in college. So I'm going to take the Ducks and go in there and win an ugly one.
Moore with a chance. He was 13 of 21, 112 yards through the air. The Ducks, they're at midfield. Malik Benson, man, able to secure that rock in just the nasty weather here. And then Atticus Sappington, 4th and 4 for the win. Sappington, a perfect 3 for 3 on kicks. That 39-yarder gives Oregon the 18-16 win.
Herbie was predicting that final score dead on the nose as well. He predicted that final score. Yep. All right, let's get to the must ACC, the All Chaos Conference. Virginia, 14th ranked in the country, hosting Wake Forest. Under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. They're up 6-0. That's about to change because Carlos Hernandez. One bounce, field it, and then scoots. Here's the thing about Scott Stadium down there, right on the grounds of Mr. Jefferson's University.
Do go on.
Is there pretense? Sure, because there are bow ties. But is there special teams? Not really. Not on that play. It was 7-6 after that. Wake Forest, that's their only touchdown of the game after several field goals. In a game where they have fewer than 100 passing yards, they hadn't won a game without an offensive touchdown since 2015, but they knocked Chandler Morris out of the game. So that's Daniel Kalen who completes to Sage Ennis. We got less than a minute and a half to go. UVA needs a touchdown and an extra point to tie it. 4th and 3 on the Wake Forest 5. Kalen looking for Jamal Edrin. It was a pretty good pass. He was fighting off defenders. Wake Forest wins first road win against an AP top 15 team since 1979.
14 goes down. What about number 15, Louisville, taking on an unnumbered California? We had to overtime. It's 23-all. Cooper Ranvier, 49-yarder, good. Louisville takes the lead 26-23. Cal 14 straight losses against AP-ranked teams. It's 3rd and goal from the 4. Jacob De Jesus making everybody miss on the end around. He had 16 catches, 158 yards, and a touchdown. Is Cal going to kick the field goal, tie this thing up, and go to double OT? Nope. We're going to try and win the game. De Jesus, that's the touchdown. 16 catches, Cal's single game receiving record. They upset number 15 on the road, 29-26. All right, now the carnage has settled. Georgia Tech holding the highest chance to make the college football playoff, according to the All-State Playoff Predictor. They have 2 more ranked matchups ahead. Number 424 Pitt in 2 weeks, followed by a massive showdown with Georgia to close out their season. SMU and Virginia have a couple of seasons, or rather weeks, left in the college football's regular season as Heather Dinich and Paul Feinbaum join the program now. 1 through 6, Heather, all win. What's the biggest question now the committee will have after week 11?
Who's number 2? Indiana is number 2 right now, but does Texas A&M get a bump this week after going on the road and beating the committee's number 22 ranked team soundly? One of the things that they will consider is that Missouri was with a freshman quarterback with injured starter Beau Pribula out. So one of the things that they have talked about going into last week's ranking was that Texas A&M was number 18 in defensive efficiency. That was one of the very small things that was a separator for them in that room. Is going on the road and beating up against a 19-year-old freshman going to help the perception of that Aggies defense and make a difference? I'm not sure, but this happened on a day when Indiana was fortunate to beat Penn State on the road.
Yeah, you know, if we start using criteria like that, Heather, why don't we just get AI to decide this every Tuesday night as opposed to a committee? What I saw yesterday was Texas A&M going to a very difficult place, beating up an 18 or 19-year-old or anyone for that matter. Doesn't bother me. They were efficient and they continue to win on the road in the SEC. When I looked at Indiana, I saw a team that would continue to struggle. I mean, I just don't think there's a lot of comparison to going to Missouri and winning and going to Penn State and winning. And Heather, you'd have to help me. I can't even remember the last time Penn State won a football game. Has it been in this century?
Wow.
I think yes. Short answer, yes.
That was the Dinich date. Right. That was the Dinich Bowl yesterday. There were Hoosier ties, there are State College PA ties as well. As for the Big 12, number 7 BYU, they go down hard in Lubbock, 29-7. They lose to 8th-ranked Texas Tech yesterday. How far should we expect these Cougars to fall?
My expectation is they are either number 10 or they're number